Hello. It's Friday, the 5th of September, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games or player of a game. Probably need to change that another time. Anyway, as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in multiple series within Real Racing 3 Update 13.6. And this is part 5 of that mini series. Couple of comments in the chat. Ozil says, Yo, how are you doing, man? I'm doing all right, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. And no doubt, thank you for all the questions you're going to ask tonight. Right, okay. So Friday night, it's going to be a bit of a relaxed night, bit of gaming. There are actually quite a lot of series to have a go at. None, unfortunately, are new in 13.6, so maybe it's a little bit of a misleading title. But hey, we're doing them in 13.6, so it all counts. Right. Have we got audio? We sort of have got audio. It's a bit quiet. Let's have a look. Do. Yeah, it's about right. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's start off with the Type R Showdown, which I believe was new not that long ago. There we see, it's at 49%. Now, I did bring this up a few streams back because I was umming and ahhing about upgrading the Honda Civic Type R, but it doesn't have an exclusive series. And the Honda NSX-R does. And as you see there, that's almost fully upgraded. It will be fully upgraded shortly. Not entirely convinced that's going to be enough to complete this series, but it kind of made sense to do this car first, mainly because it's also active in other series and we can potentially get it to 100% in those. Now, ironically, I've got this to 49% ready to earn some gold. So I'm actually going to do autocross just to get this over the 50% mark. And then I'm going to go to the other series this car is in. Just really as a warm-up. So we're going to start off by earning some gold, hopefully. Now this car is quite slippery. It feels like it's got an absolute massive rear. So you lose the back end quite often if you try to accelerate with any turn on it. I mean, look at that. Fourth only. That's not very good, is it? So, a couple of comments in the chat. Ozil says, I am at Pro Amateur Road Collection in the Ferrari F40 section. Can I buy the F40 and the McLaren besides if it comes with 20% discount? Is the F40 in the Pro Amateur? I didn't think it. I thought it was later on. Also, I have a Mustang discount going on 125 gold for 100 gold. Blimey, you've got to a lot of cars that have got gold. I don't remember them that many cars early on having gold. Virtual Medical Dr. Iaka says, "Hello, how are you, Mr. Tony? I am very well, thank you very much." And Yotaka FRL has said, "New subscriber right here. Thank you very much. Much appreciated." Ozil says it's buffering. I'll give it a moment. It should be all right. I think YouTube was complaining, so hopefully that'll tidy up. Taka FRL says, "My favourite car from the game is the Nissan Skyline BNR32 Group A." There we go. Now, I only got fourth there. So that's me not earning 50%. So we're going to have another go at this. I'm going to have to have another go at this. Let's see how we get on. So, good grief, I got to do it in 30 seconds. That's a little bit harsh. Because I believe I did it in 32 seconds. Well, that went about. Okay, third. Brilliant. Well done. Not sure that's going to be good enough. Good enough to open the next tier. Oh, it is good enough to get to 13 gold. Well, you know what? That's all I wanted to do in Type R Showdown. So we'll leave that there because this car is available in another series. So you're saying Pro-Am for the Ferrari. I don't remember the Ferrari being... Yeah, you see, you're pulling my leg, aren't you? It's, I'm pretty sure the Ferrari's in Master, yeah, Master. So you're quite far on if you get in there. There we go. Ferrari F40 and Ferrari F50. Yeah, you see, again, these cars were available to win. This is the problem now with this game. Yeah. So you've got a competition there. Can you not win it? Can you not win it? So that's Master. Have we got any of those in Experts? No. We've got that one. Any others? No. Yeah, you see, this is problematic now, I think. So many cars get added, and some of them were back added to some of the earlier series, but you could win them. So you didn't have to spend gold to actually effectively have them in your garage. Whereas now you're having to spend gold. It could be a case, in fairness, you're struggling there. You're going to have to purchase some of those cars, which I think's a bit of a shame. Never mind. Ozil says, "So should I skip the F40 Mustang and McLaren for gold and leave the series incomplete?" Oh, Pro-Am F V8 Performance. Pro-Am V8. So we got V8 Naturals. V8. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yes. Yes. Personally, unless you have to do so many in here to open up another series, which I don't think you do. I think the key is the performance rumble, which will then open up the next tier. I would sort of like back off from the cars that are costing you gold at this moment in time. Now, there isn't a guarantee that they'll do a flashback event to help you win the Ferrari F40. You see, again, just look at all the events that we've got coming up. They're all relatively new cars. The Absolute Speed wasn't that long ago. Obviously, this McLaren Solus is a new car. Race day, again, for a relatively new car. The Ford Puma Rally 1 Hybrid Limited Series. I believe I've got a stream of that. I didn't complete it, but I just did it as far as I could and then left it alone. Why are they not? The Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro is a recent car. Why are they not doing proper flashback events of some of the older cars that cost gold, that had events from way back? I feel for new players as a result of that. It almost feels like what they're going to do is focus on getting everybody into seasons 1 through to 4 and almost like negate completely the pro amateur, the pro. I hate it does that. Expert, master, elite, and legend, which is a shame. And as you can see, I've got a problem myself in legend. There are 2 cars outstanding, and I'm waiting for the flashback events or a limited series event to win both of those cars. Might be waiting a long time. Very frustrating. Right, there we go. And Ozil has also said, yeah, I have left 2 to 3 series incomplete. I don't think it's a problem leaving them incomplete. So again, just to give you an example, I've got a number of series left incomplete. In fact, you don't need to complete them to open up the next set of series. So that I think should be your priority. Doing enough races, opening enough tiers so that it then opens up the next series. But as I said, you kind of have to balance it out between um, when you open up the showcase. Oh, look, showcase. We're not in motorsport, so we have a showcase tier. Now, when you open up the showcase, that's when you get your 20% discount. So you've got to make sure you've got enough gold, well, hopefully not gold, enough R dollars to purchase that car with that 20%, that one-off showcase 20% discount. Right, okay, so we are in the right place. You can see there in the bottom right-hand corner, we've got the VTEC versus Wankel, as I'm pronouncing it, series. Don't want to get that one wrong. Currently at 95%, and lo and behold, the Honda NSX-R is in this series, the car I've just been racing. So I've got 2 cups to do. Francorchamps and International Speedway, and then I've got to take the Grand Prix circuit from second to first. Now, I'm going to have a go at Francorchamps. It's only 2 laps, might be difficult, but I have got an engineer to hire. So I'm just going to hire them all as they're there. Because I'm not too worried about fame at this moment in time. I'm not too worried about R dollars. Obviously, that's been a long time. I've not been worried about that. But I'd like to try and knock off 2 of these cups for the Honda NSX-R in the VTEC versus Wankel series. So I can then complete that, hopefully, on Monday. That'll be the plan. Right, there we go. Let's give it a go. Oh dear. I tell you what, this car is hard to drive. It just feels like the back end's going to give way at any point. But I'll start off with this, finish this car off as far as I can, and then I might have a look at the online multiplayer tournament, see what we can do there. Because at the moment I've only got 4 gold. Ideally would like to get a couple of wins in that tournament this evening. Now I can already tell they're going to go flying off. Good grief. Did you see that? That was nothing to do with me. They literally crash into each other because the aggression on the computer opponents has been turned up just a little bit too much. With one exception, when they are overtaking back markers, which they just can't do for some reason. Right, there we go, into fourth. That's manageable. It is only 2 laps. I do need to get a move on. Look, you can just see the car just about to give way that back end. Ah, there we go, into third. I do need to get first to make use of each of the crew. So I can't finish first, I've got to finish first. So I do need to get my foot down. Oh, you see what I mean? Look at that back end. Now, you lose time, and also there's a problem in acceleration. It takes so long for this car to accelerate. It's almost like a double loss of time. So it is really important. Strangely enough, it's really important in this type of car not to skid or lose the back end. I'll tell you what though, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're into second place. That's fine. I'm not even going to cheat and go across the grass, he said. So Stefano Pinto is in the lead. I don't know who he is, but he's in the lead. I've got a bit to catch him up though, but I reckon I can do it. 200 yards at the moment. I'll tell you now, it's not 200 yards. Not anymore. But it's almost a balance. What you don't want to do is push too hard and cause this car to slide. Just slowly but surely catch up on the guy, and look at that. I'm well up on him now. There we go. Right on his tail. Oh. Maybe off. Back on. Actually, look at that. I'm ahead. Wow. I don't know what happened there. He must have had an issue as well. But there we go. 200 yards ahead. How we've swapped that around. So it's just a case of bringing this home now. Just a case of bringing this home. Unfortunately, the final cup in Tier 20 is Daytona. Not a fan of Daytona. There we go. Was a bit slow through there, but had a little bit of a gap to take advantage of. There we go. First, boom, done. Ozil says yes. On some of the series, I don't get the main 100% reward. Yeah, it'll come to you. It'll come to you because obviously you'll find that you will hopefully get some opportunity to win some of those cars that cost gold, and therefore have a car with a high enough PR to then complete the series. But I just think it's a bit crazy at this moment in time spending 200, 300 gold to complete a series that earns you 25 gold. Right, okay, there we go. Tier 19 completed. We're at 97%. So I'm going to have a go at the road course. Well, that's better than the motorcycle course at the very least. At Daytona International Speedway. I always find this difficult to overtake on. It is 3 laps. Let's see how we get on. Just pause that for a second. James Mabinda enters the chat on the YouTube side. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for uh, saying hi. Says, how are you doing, bro? I think one day you should stream an endurance race, Porsche test track with the Audi seems easy. Yeah, yeah, but surely isn't it boring entertainment though, watching somebody just do one race, endurance, like for 8 hours of an endurance? I mean, I don't know. I hear what you're saying. It has been asked before. I don't think it's particularly entertaining though. Maybe what I'll do is rather than a live stream, um, film it and then cut it down with the highlights, possibly. Oh, see, oh, this car. Did you see that there? I lost the back end. There was nothing I could do. And it happened on what I consider to be one of the worst tracks for overtaking. So I'm not confident I'm going to win this. I'm only in 12th. I really want to be in it. Well, ideally I want to be in 4th place. I could start over, but, you know, let's carry on. Let's see what we end up. I'm telling you now, I'm not going to win it. But 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, might get 3rd. But 1st and 2nd have bolted. They are nowhere to be seen. Not sure that exactly worked, but I am in 8th. See 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3rd just ahead. Can't see 2nd or 1st. They have proper bolted. I'm finding struggling winning the races in these earlier series. It's interesting. I'm going, oh yeah, the lower PR cars are more forgiving. Got that one wrong. Okay, so I can see 2nd. Maybe an outside chance. There we go, I can see 1st as well now. I'm going to go across the grass again, just to see. There you go, we can see 3rd, we can see 2nd. 1st is just out of view. As is 2nd now, apparently. Literally 2nd has disappeared. Oh, there they are. Okay, so that does make a difference, and now ahead of 3rd and quite a bit. And I can see both 1st and 2nd, and I've got 1 lap to go. It's going to be close, but I'm not giving up hope just yet. I'm gonna guess I'll get second and not first at this moment. I think I've just got too much of a gap to catch on first. All right, well, let's give it a go. We're going to go across the grass again because, you know, as needs must. At this moment in time, it looks like I'm way too far back. Look at that, though. Right on the tail of first. Yes, I know it's cheating. 7 cute bears. Nice, nice name, I guess. Come on. I'm not going to do it, am I? Just not quite got the acceleration. There we go, second. So close, and yet so far. Massey Edge Gamer asks, "Hello, what are you doing?" Now, is that it depends how you ask that question. It could be, "Hi, what's going on?" Or it could be, "Hi, what on earth are you doing?" I am racing in a multiple series this evening, just having a bit of fun, a light-hearted bit of racing on a Friday evening just before the weekend. Now, unfortunately, that means the end of that car. But would you believe it? We've still got 2 races to be done in this series. Both currently have a silver against them both. 98% completion. That'll be back on Monday. Right, okay, so I'm going to come out of there. I will be going back into the pro section shortly, but I'm going to go over to have a look. Oh dear. Oh dear. Boy, did I pick the wrong day to be doing some racing in the online multiplayer tournament. So, rule number 1, it's not really, is never do the Formula E online multiplayer tournament races. They're horrible. Not the tournament, the track. So I'm going to wait until the Red Bull Ring National Circuit comes available. So what's that? 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm not going to probably not do any weekly time trials today. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on in terms of time. I'm in Group C. I'm happy with that. I doubt I'll get to Group B, but we might give the car a run out if we get through all the other series. So back into a road collection. I'm going to start off again in Pro Amateur, where we've got one more series to complete, the Giulietta Jam with the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. Boy, I can't say that. Right. We got second just a moment ago in the very same race with a different car. So let's do the same race, this time with that Alfa Romeo. It's a little bit nippier. I do find this car quite balanced. Can we do better than second? Let's give it a go. Now, ideally, I want to be quite high up by the end of lap 1. Good news is the cars at the front aren't really escaping. So some good news there. into 12. Actually, this car is slower going into this. Oh dear, we've had a few accidents. Hey, look at that. They're getting a bit messy. But we've done all right though. We've moved all the way up into 6. As I said, the computer opponents, they are quite aggressive, but they're not just aggressive against you, they're aggressive against other computer opponents, which is hilarious. Except for back markers, they can't overtake back markers. Why is that? Maybe it's done like that on purpose, who knows? Okay, so we're into 5th, we've got 2 laps to go. The cars have unfortunately divided out now. So each lap I've got to overtake at least 2 cars to get first. I don't think that's possible. And again, this car isn't as punchy as I would like in terms of acceleration. Yeah, I'm not going to get first again. I am proper struggling. Does going across the grass make a difference? No, because look how it slows down. I actually get caught by the guy behind. I just thought I'd do that just to show you, so that everybody knows. I am not going to win this. It's not even going to be second. No, it's not even going to be, it's only going to be 4th. Where did the acceleration on those other cars come from though? 1 minute they were just in front, and the next minute they've disappeared off. Nowhere to be seen 1st, 2nd and 3rd. I saw that come in, I just thought, you know what, let it happen. Let it happen. There we go. That is terrible. I am struggling, at least in an online mode. I reckon I could probably complete this series quite easily if I took the game offline. Problem with taking the game offline, you can't stream. Right, 1 second. There we go. Right, okay, let's have a look at the chat. Mohammed Ayman says, do you play F1 mode? Well, I don't know what F1 mode is, so I'm assuming you just mean, do I play the F1 cars, race with the F1 cars? On occasion. Massey Edge Gamer says, the Honda faster than it looks. Exactly. Exactly. Um, oh dear. Look at that. One race and I'm done. Right, there we go. So, yeah, not doing very well with that particular series at the moment. We will come back to it. As I said, what I might do is race it offline, take it up to 100%. Okay, so that's all I can do in Pro Amateur. We've probably had 8 minutes. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're on Red Bull Ring. Right, let's give the Lotus Emira a go in online multiplayer match, online multiplayer tournament. Now, normally I find that the first race of the day, it normally matches you pretty quickly. Well, I guess that wasn't too bad. Let's see how we get on. There are a couple of cars definitely slower than me. So I'm looking around, I'm thinking, worst case scenario, third at this moment in time. So it's 3 laps as well. So you got to have your wits about you. Oh, you got to have your wits about you. Oh, that guy's going off quite often. Oh dear, he's not having a good day. Now I reckon I can make my way slowly but surely through the field here. Ooh, I actually find myself in 4th at this moment in time. Okay, so there we go. We're into second. So you see what I mean? People just go, oh, I've made a mistake, I'm leaving. It's not how you play the game, man. You take your losses with your wins. Okay, so it looks like second place. There we go. Comfortable second place. That's better than worst case scenario. Oozle says 2% road collection done. Well, you know what? That's an achievement. That's an achievement. That's 2% knocked off. Well done. That's all you can do. Break the numbers down into points. 2% done. Not to be not complained about. Now we might be waiting a while if that guy literally is stuck. Ozil says, are there hackers in the game? I think, to be fair, what happens is because this is an online game, it's all to do with how you're racing on your device and that information being sent through to the game server. So I've seen it quite often where people are flicking around and you think they're cheating or they're hacking the game. They're probably not. It's probably more to do with the fact they've got a very poor internet connection. Quite often I find there is a lag. So like I could have finished second and somebody might have been 10 yards behind me. Typically I find if somebody finishes under 20 yards behind me, they will typically be marked ahead of me once they do the calculation on the race. But there we go. I did get second. 62 rating points added. Oh, let's just cancel out that. I will do one more race. It then will need servicing. I want to see what I've got. See, there you go. 672 rating points. I'm at 5 gold, and in 11 rating points more, I would go up to 6. So it's got to be worthwhile having a go with that. Let's see what we can do. Now, there's not massive amount of players at this moment in time, unfortunately. So Ozil wants to hack the game. Where's the fun in that, though? There's no fun in that. It's all about earning it. You've got to earn. You've got to earn the money. There's no point in hacking it. It's almost like saying, right, you've not hacked it, just assume you've won everything. Nah. Okay, this isn't a great start. 8th position. Now then you can see someone up above though just floating around because his data's not being transferred across to the server quick enough. Now I'm currently in 3rd, so I'd be happy with 3rd. That should give me enough rating points to move to 6 gold. I will try and see if I can improve on that. But I think it's more of a case of just consolidating my position. Building a gap between myself and 4th position. Or 4th position and myself. There we go, 75 yards. Somebody's had a hissy fit and left. It's never first place that does that. Never first place. Bit of a weird one, that. Okay. Final lap. I think in fairness, we are all in our predetermined positions. I don't see a lot going on in terms of attacking me or me attacking anyone in front. There we go. 3rd place, a 2nd and a 1st place. Not to be sniffed at. It typically means a positive score. So I should go up enough rating points to take my earnings for this week's competition up to 6 gold. So that's fine. I think someone's getting confused. So Ozil is asking, could you remind me about the Jesco event, just in case you said it earlier? Sorry, just asking. We'll do in a few days, or 20 to 23rd, just before we start the event for the 50% discount. The Jesco is the car with the 50% discount. So the Koenigsegg Jesco Absolute. I think the event actually is available this weekend, but I'm advising you don't start that event until the 23rd of September. Right, there we go. 39 points. Oh, cancel out that. Why did it do that? That didn't look right. Six gold rewarded. Service the car. Might have another go at that on Monday, but there we go. That is 6 gold. Typically, I like to be in a position that I've earned 6 gold in the online multiplayer tournament, tick, and that I've earned 50 gold in the weekly time trial, tick. All right. Aaron C. John enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Aaron C. John. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Okay, right. Back into a road collection. Onto the Pro Series now. Now, we've already done one in here, but we've got a few more still to do. So, the VTEC versus Wankel. Be careful how you say that. That's been done, but we've got Vintage Muscle and the Nissan Production Heroes. Going to start with Vintage Muscle. Oh, right, okay. What are we on? Oh, hello. Whoa, what was going on there? Whoa. What was going on there? Okay, so you see there, the car is only at 18.0. So let's have a look at what I can do. Let's do elimination. Let's see if we can improve on elimination. And then I'll finish off with the cup at this tier, but it's only a 0.1 PR better than the minimum entry PR to the cup. I always find after playing online multiplayer tournament, I'm expecting the cars now to disappear in front of me, but obviously that doesn't happen. Oh, I'll tell you what, I don't know about muscle. It's got some slide. Okay, somehow I managed to get into second. The gaps are not as small, or sorry, not as wide as I'm used to. So I'm hitting the cars in front, thinking I can slide by them. Nevertheless, I am in first. Oh dear. Okay, 4 cars left on track. I'm in first, 80 yards ahead of second. 3 cars left, definitely got a podium position, but I do want to finish first. Oh dear, I've completely lost it now. Oh no. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What a disaster. That is an absolute disaster. Well, that's that. And that's how easy it can all go wrong. Well, I'm going to do that again because that should not have happened. Man, this car, once you lose it, boy, did I lose it big time there. Let's try that again. So I will have one opportunity to get this to first, and then enough PR left to do at least 1 cup. But yeah, that's disappointing again. These cars, I tell you, they're hard to master. Literally hit every single car. Oh, good grief, good grief. all of these cars in this particular range, once you skid the cars, you lose obviously so much time, not just from the point of view that you're slowing down, but then from the point of view acceleration in these cars is so slow that it takes you a long time to build the speed back up. Look at that. Right, let's go slow. There we go. Good grief. Okay, there we go. Definitely got second, just need to get first now. Okay, there we go. Did make hard work of that though. Oh, Ozil says, yes, of course. I won't start it until the 23rd, 100%. I am asking when you're doing it. I think I'm doing it not next week, the week after. The Thursday before the discount comes on. Yeah. So, I think if you look down here, there's a schedule that gets printed out. I think it's every 15 minutes, so it'll be in that schedule. Right, we've still got some durability left on the car, and we have at least won that event. We've got the speed snap to do. Do we do the speed snap? Look at that. 17.9, 18.1, and the car is at 18. Oh, did I do a miscalculation? No. Okay, 14 for suspension. I'll do that if it's once we've done everything else. So, speed snap. Okay. Le Mans, what's the top speed here? 145. Oof. There we go, look at that. Wow, that was a lot easier than what I thought. There we go, 148 miles per hour. First in the speed snap. Beat one of my team members, what a surprise. Okay. Still got a little bit of PR left, so I'm going to do the Cup in tier 19, as I believe that had 6 laps. So in tier 19, it's the national circuit at Red Bull Ring. Oh, commonality here in terms of the tracks we're doing. 6 laps, 22 cars, 21 to overtake. Let's see how we get on. Right, I'm going to stay out of trouble. Hopefully, so I'm going to go around the outside. It's the longer way, but they all duck in. It just means I get plenty of space out on here. A little bit harder to do with this car though. Oh man, no, what's going on? The acceleration. No, we're not having that. We're not having that. My acceleration completely failed there. Yeah, something weird going on with the iPad tonight. It's definitely not accepting. There we go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. I wonder if I was touching... Mind you, it shouldn't matter if I'm touching it elsewhere, because you can touch both brakes and... There we go, that's better. You can touch both brakes and acceleration, so I don't know what happened there. I wasn't having it. Not happy. Okay, there we go. Up into 7th, that's better. Into 5th. Oh, we all did it there. Up into 4th. Okay, that's not too bad. 5 laps left. 3 cars to overtake. Please don't have the acceleration mess up again. Oh. Man, it's so hard, this car. Everyone says low cars are easy to master. They're wrong. Quite a lot of them are harder to master. Especially cars like this without traction control on. I reckon that's what it's all to do with in terms of the sliding. No traction control, hard to control. There we go. Right, okay. So, 4 laps to go. 2 cars to overtake. Oh. Oh, I did brake way too late there. So I've got a bit of work to do to get any higher than 3rd at this moment in time. Oh, man. Any slight turn with acceleration down, you lose the back end. Oh. Man, I don't like this car. I don't like this car. Quick look inside. Bit weird, you've almost got to drive this car at right angles. Okay. So 2 laps to go. I definitely feel like I'm catching up on 2nd. Unfortunately, 1st isn't too far ahead, so... There we go. Almost in close enough proximity to start attacking. There we go. I've got him. I've got him. There you go. Stay out of the way so he doesn't slow me down. 1 lap to go. 2nd place, 1 car to overtake. Oh, that was beautiful. Might have him as well. I've got him. Got him. There we go. Look at that. Fixed my driving problems with this car and was able to concentrate enough, put my finger down because there's no foot control, obviously. It's a game. And yeah, we're in first place. Quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. Oh dear. There we go. Won in the end by 80 yards. Victory. Abaloa DCH enters the chat. Say something that I've got no idea what they're saying, but welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Ozil says, okay, it will help a lot if you can do it a bit earlier. I will get an idea of how much it's going to require to win the Jesco. Yeah, I did have a look just to see as well if I'd already done a stream with that on, but I couldn't find it. So it must have been just before I started streaming when the car was available to win for the first time. And Shams Yus Sani says, nice one. Hope all is well. Well, thank you very much. Yes, it is. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Right, so that's another car to be serviced. Excuse me. So we've been racing for just over 1 hour. And we've got that series now up to 95%. So that's moving on quite nicely. I wonder how long the Honda has until it's been fully serviced. Oh, 2 hours. Yeah, that's just silly. Nah. Right, on to Nissan Production Heroes. Well, let me just... Right, we've still got 2 more series after this, so that's not bad. Right, what have we got this car upgraded to at the moment? Oh, what's going on here? 34.5. Okay, so not quite at 36 or 37.5. Still a bit to go on that one, but this car, just out of interest, does indeed have an exclusive series. But I think it's going to cost a bit of money to fully upgrade it. Not as much as most cars in this game, to be fair, but it's going to cost a bit of money. Right, let's do the drag race because that's at second place. Let's see if we can get this to first. That'll just wipe that one out. All right, there we go. That's first in the first race, which means we're guaranteed third. Second race, this is for second place. There we go. That's second place guaranteed. On to the race for first place. There we go. All right. First place. Right, so I think what I'm going to do is just have a look to see if there's any other shorter races to do, and then I'll move from left to right trying to complete the cups. There we go. We've got them all completed. So starting at tier 15, minimum PR of 30. It's Melbourne, 6 laps around Melbourne. And my car is 34.5, so we've got a little bit on the minimum PR. So hopefully we'll be all right. And hopefully this car handles a little bit better than all of the cars that I've been racing tonight, other than the Emira. That we are up to 11th. Okay. Quite happy with that. Into 9th. We get all these guys at this corner. Look at this. There you go. Into 5th. Reckon 3rd. There we go. Now I'm just going to hand back behind this guy because of the chicane that we've got coming up. There we go. And then we'll overtake him now. There we go. Into 2nd by the end of lap 1. That was pretty good. So pace car dude is actually behind me, and I'm pretty sure that's the wrong place for the pace car, but hey, there we go. Into 1st, plenty of laps left. Three. Whoops, daisy. Okay, yep, acceleration's failed. What is going on with the iPad today? Oh, did I not reboot it? Yeah, I did, yeah. That's not frustrating at all. Must have greasy fingers. Right, anyway, we are ahead. Nice and easy this race, relatively speaking, despite me faulty acceleration. Okay, 3 laps to go. Looks like each lap's about a minute. That's fine. Oh. With that, we're catching back markers as well. That's how you do it. There we go. 5th lap completed. On to the final lap. Wonder if we can do it in under a minute. Let's see if we can. Probably not. Whoops. Guess that's blown the opportunity of doing under a minute. Okay, there we go. Victory. I'll take that. All right, so car doesn't yet need servicing, which means we've potentially got opportunity to do another race, another cup. Let's take a look. So the sprint circuit at Nürburgring, minimum PR 31.5, cup race, 4 laps. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Now, quite often on this track, I can be in first place by the 5th corner. When I say 5th, I meant 4th. Look at that. That's crazy. There we go. Boom. Now, where is the other car I wasn't a big fan of? I do like this car. Oh. Pixabay. I would. I am 400 yards ahead of second at the start of lap 2, and this is the short Nürburgring circuit. Wow. Blimey. There we go. Oops. Okay, third lap. And we are 800 yards ahead of second. You know what? I also think we're going to catch back markers before the end of this race. Well, I made a right mess of that though. So we do it properly this time. Let's do it properly this time. Final lap. 1,000 yards ahead of second. There we go. We can just see on the map back markers. Can't quite see them in front of us just yet. There they are. Alright, so first, 1,000 yards ahead of second-ish. And we're overtaking back markers. And that's overall a pretty good race. Boom. All done. Service the car. Moves this series with another first on to 92%. So 4 more cups to win. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can only do 17 and 18, so I will need to upgrade that car again. Okay, so there we go. That is the end of Pro. I've not even looked. What is going on with this? Whoa. I'm having problems with my iPad this evening. Haven't even looked at that car. We'll put that away and have a look at it another day. Right, okay, so there we go. So that's all the road collection done, except for the exclusive, which might give it a miss tonight. I'm not in the mood for this Honda Civic Type R. We'll come back to that on Monday. So we'll flip over to motorsports and we'll go into GT4 and to Race for Glory. And I think this evening I'm just going to start ticking off. Oh, good grief. Some of the tiers that haven't been completed. So we've got autocross, we've got speed record there. We've got a couple of cups. So we'll start with autocross. We're going to use the McLaren. Let's see how we get on. So, So I'll go over to motorsports, and Ozil says, "Why don't you do motorsports, by the way? That has less progress than road collection. Also, cars are super fast and fun to drive." It's because the whole purpose of Real Racing 3 is that you race real production model cars around racetracks. So motorsports in Real Racing 3, in my humble opinion, is an afterthought. And they've done it is because everyone likes motorsports. But if you want to do a proper motorsports game, not add to Real Racing 3, my humble opinion. And ironically enough, I'm doing motorsports. But at the moment, my plan is not to be spending any money on motorsports. The other thing as well is in motorsports, you never get any discounts. So you never see. So for example, if Formula One has a time trial competition or a weekly time trial, never any discounts on those cars. So I tend to stay away from that. Get the road collection done first. That's the most economical area in terms of cost. And then I'll come on to motorsports once road collection is at 100%. That's the plan. Doesn't mean I stick to it. It's more of a guideline than a plan. Okay, there we go. Autocross completed. Feels a little bit quiet. Let me just see if there you go. Turn it up a bit. There we go. Right. Okay. Go to tier 6 and we'll have a go at the speed record for Monza. I'm going to turn around and start from way back behind the start line. Don't know if it'll work. Let's find out. Well, look, I'm already first before crossing the finish line. Didn't need to do it. All right, so there we go. That is another first. There we go. Boom. Okay, 78%. So we'll do the cup in tier 2 road course of Lime Rock Park, 4 laps. Need to change this from second to first. A lot easier with this car. As I said, it's a lot better than the other 2 GT4s in the race. In the series, sorry. Look at that. I'm a bit messy there. There we go. into third. Just a case of can I catch first and second who have gone flying off, but they've gone flying off in the same model of car as I'm driving, so hopefully I can catch them back up. I think the answer to that is going to be a resounding yes, you can. All right, into second. 2 laps remain. Three. Wow, we've already caught back markers. And as per usual, for some reason, even though they're aggressive against anyone else on the track, they can't overtake back markers. It's weird. Oi, round the corner. Whoops-a-daisy. There we go. First. So the only question remains is, do we have durability left on the car? Unfortunately not. All right, there we go. That, I think, we'll call a day. I don't think I'll do the weekly time trial. I've probably got as much as I need to out the weekly time trial. Don't really see me getting any quicker at this moment in time. There we go. So road collection is still at 82%, but I can't help but think we're pretty close to hitting 83% with the road collection. We're starting to make some movement in terms of those percentages, getting some of those series fully completed, or at least moving them on to the 90% plus area. Right. Okay. There we go. Jozu enters the chat and says, "Hello, Guardian. Hello back. Welcome along. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Very much appreciated." Ozil asks, "Will you max this car out in the future?" Well, there'll be no rush. If there's a um, upgrade discount available on the car, possibly. We'll have to see how it goes. We'll see. The thing about a motorsports car, you see, it's a bit weird. There are some motorsports cars that have what is known as an invitational series, which is the equivalent to a series where the car needs to be fully upgraded. That's common in Formula One. But there are then some cars in motorsports that have an exclusive series, but the exclusive series sits in the road collection. So, in other words, to get road collection up to 100% requires completing all the exclusive series, which actually requires fully upgrading some of the motorsports cars that have an exclusive series. It's a bit of a weird one. So, short answer to that is yes. Long answer to that is probably only if there is ever a discount on it, or I've done all that I can in terms of road collection, and therefore I'm happy to spend that amount of gold because there's nothing else to spend the gold on. Ozil says, "Is there anyone who maxed out the entire game, everything 100%, every car owned, and maxed out as well?" I don't know. I don't know. is the honest answer to that. See, a lot of people will focus on getting 100% of completion in the series, but that doesn't necessarily require maxing out all of the cars. We could add that to the list. I reckon by 2034, might have done that one. Right, okay, there we go. That's the end of racing for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. Definitely a light-hearted fun. Got a bit of gold as well. It'll be back on Monday, so the next stream will be on Monday. There's going to be only 2 streams, Monday and Friday next week. Both will be racing in multiple series. And in between, there'll be quite a number of videos going up to do with roller coasters, including on Tuesday, there'll be a full video tour, sort of 20 on ride, 20 rides, all on ride at the theme park Energylandia. Then there's a short video coming out of a roller coaster. I can't remember which one on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we've actually got at last the launch of Rider of Roller Coasters Season 1, Series 1, and it's the first part from the US trip that I did in 2024, SeaWorld. So that'll be on Thursday, and then Friday we'll be back racing in Real Racing 3. So there we go. That's the week ahead. If you did like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up or a like, and if you'd like to see more of this content, then please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian on YouTube, or follow The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. Okay, with that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a good one, and I really do hope you all have fantastic weekends and are fresh for a bit of racing come Monday. But until then, thank you all and goodbye.